So welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk to you about my 2020 power sheets. So let's go ahead and jump in. So I've finally finished my all my prep work and my tending list for January 2020, and I just wanted to go over with you guys like what my goals were and kind of where I was heading with this. So I did make some really broad yearly goals, which I'm plan to break down into teeny tiny baby steps over the course of the year. So my number one goal for this year is to create routines. So I want to create routines not just in like household routines, but also uh, YouTube routines, business routines, uh, self-care routines. One of the things that happened last year, one of the challenges that I had last year, I guess I should say, is things got really busy. Like I started working like 2 and 3 jobs, and everything got really busy, and there was no, my routines fell to the wayside. So like, things weren't getting, like paperwork wasn't getting done for my business. What else was there? Like I just wasn't sleeping right. Like I would stay up late trying to get things done, and then my sleep routine would get out of whack. And then I would get grumpy, and it was a mess. So so I want to create a daily, weekly, and monthly routines that have everything encompassed in there. So um, the second one is my budget, which is basically another routine. Create a weekly budget. One of my bad habits is I know that XXXXX needs to be paid, and it's just sitting down and figuring out like, well, is it better to put $50 towards that $100 bill this week, and then $50 the next week, and then just pay it the next week, if that's better to do it. You know what I mean? Like, so some weeks were tighter than others as far as like the money went, because I wasn't sitting down and actually looking ahead at what was coming up and what was going out. So I want to actually be better about that. Um, the other thing is, I have another YouTube channel that I want to start this year. And so that is my goal number 3, is to work on that. For those of you who don't know, is I started making cups, just like random, like I made them last year for Christmas. In 2018, I made a few for Christmas. But this year I had some orders come in earlier, and I decided to go ahead and go for it. So hang on, I'll grab one so you guys can see one that I've made. If it's up here. Oh, there's one. So here's one, and it says, I don't know if you can see this very well because the lighting, it says strong women, and then it says know them, be them, raise them. But this is one cup that I made. So anyhow, I want to grow that, because the reality is that my kids, we've had some issues. Yeah, we've had some issues with getting help. So little Evan, it actually turned 18 yesterday. He's a senior in high school, and as of right now, I have nowhere for him to go come when he graduates high school. We have nothing lined out right now because we've had some issues with paperwork. So the reality is I kind of need to work from home, if at all possible, so that way if there's any issues that happen like this in the future, I know that I will be here to take care of him and his needs. And not only his, but Tristan will be a senior next year. So we're looking at, spring 2021, having both kids out of school, and needing somewhere for them preferably job training of some sort. But that's a whole nother issue, which we are working on to resolve. But until then, I would like to have that stability, if that makes sense. Um, the other thing is to expand my YouTube planner channel, which is this channel here, um, which I am working on making that again a routine and a habit to film and to get videos out on a more regular basis. And then my last one, excuse me, which I debated on whether or not to do this one, but my last goal is to declutter and organize the house. Um, we've had some issues with Tristan in the past, and basically everything got thrown into our bedroom and the garage, and where it could be under lock and key. And yeah, it's a hot mess, to say the least. Like, our bedroom is so cluttered, it's ridiculous. It's actually pretty hard to get to relax in there just because of all this stuff. So we've got to address that. Like, I think, knock on wood, I think everything's evened out. We've been like this for about a year and a half, 2 years that we've been living like this. It's ridiculous. I can't do it anymore. We've got to get it under control. So that's that goal. So things that are important to do this week or this month. Like I said, little Evan turned 18. So one of the important things, which I've been trying to work on, and there's been some issues with that, is getting the guardianship done. So anytime that we're dealing with like DHS or Social Security or anything like that, like, I can handle that because he doesn't have the understanding to do that himself. So I need to do that. Tax prep, and then again, I've got some paperwork to fill out to resubmit so that when he graduates high school, hopefully we can get some job training and whatnot going for him. Things that are on my mind. I had a procedure on Tuesday the 7th. Today is the 9th. Tuesday the 7th, to have a kidney stone broken up. And yeah, I'm nervous about that. I'm still nervous about that because basically the kidney stone was in the kidney and doesn't bother you until it comes out of the kidney. So I don't know if that procedure even worked. It's one of those procedures that could or couldn't work. And right now it's not looking like it's worked at all. But I don't know. It could just be taking its time to leave the kidney, and I could be in pain later tonight or tomorrow or next week. So we will see. So, and then I've got my tending list, which is guardianship, tax prep, YouTube filming area, which I've got done. Yay. My Etsy shop for my cups. I want to get a website up for my cups, analytics for my planner channel, brainstorm video ideas. The other thing that I want to do is I want to set up a control journal that basically it's like the idea routines, like ideally every day I would like to be able to get up at 6:30, and between 6:30 and 9 have X amount of things, X things done. Between 6 and 9 p.m. I would like to have X things done for my evening routine. Weekly routines, so on and so forth. So actually, I think what I want to do is I think we'll go and change the camera angle, and I will show you guys how I am going to put this in my planner so that it's always with me. And then also maybe show you guys how I brainstormed my next actions for some of my bigger projects in my journal, so that I could kind of get all my thoughts out and done. because I did do a lot of this after I had surgery. Excuse me. So I did a lot of this on the 8th, which was yesterday. And I mean, I'm looking at my monthly calendar where I put everything, and I'll show you guys this more in detail. That I think I might have put some things out of order. Yeah, probably shouldn't have done that right after being on and after anesthesia, but it's fine. All right, so let's go change the camera angle around and let's take a closer look at this stuff. All right, guys, so let's get busy here inside the planners and get everything planned out. So what I did with my journal was I kind of went through and I gave each, I made an overview of my 2020 goals, and then I went through and kind of brain dumped like what I want to do, like the next actions for each individual goal. So kind of like my to-do list. So I'm going to set that over here, I think. I'm going to set that up over here so I can see it. And then on my January to-do list, I wrote this out. So let me open up my I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to pull these out. Set this over here. All right, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Colorful Boxes sticker book so I can mark off this stuff. And I don't really use silver a lot, so I think we're going to use the silver. Maybe. I don't care if that's... I don't care if that is sticking out right now. So then I'm just going to put some checklist here. And just write out what needs to be done. So I need to gather receipts. And those are just the 3 things that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm going to highlight this in this color here. I'm going to put this down. Maybe put that down straight. I'm not sure all the details on that, but that's fine. So, and then I think I want to take since this is kind of my daily, so my daily thing actions are declutter my bedroom, and my evening routine, and then my checkbook. Because if I stay on top of that, then I know. Okay, so, and then, excuse me. Okay, so I think this is how this page is going to look for now. So I've got my tax prep, my one-off things, which I think I did this already. So then I have this in my planner with me all the time. The other thing I think I want to do is I'm going to grab my planner here. I'm going to put this back in here real quick. And then I'm going to flip to this page here that I have open. I'm going to grab out these little post-it notes here. And I'm going to put these on the days of the week that I want to have the stuff done by. So all right, and then I think we will leave that as is because the rest of the weeks will kind of go the same, and I can just move these over after we're done. But that, I think, is how I'm going to set up my weeks, so I make sure I get everything done, and then I kind of know that I need to film, edit, and all that other jazz. So that is how I think we are going to do this. All right, well, if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will respond as quickly as I can. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, bye!